Alright, so I'm actually at the end of this video that you're just about to see. But this video does not go necessarily according to plan, which happens in my videos sometimes, but I encounter some changes to where I love to go hiking on this trail. There's some changes that are about to happen. I don't know that I initially handled those changes so well. I get a little upset about some things, but as I walk along the trail, you know, my mind deals with those changes and I come to terms with them. And kind of at the end, and if you wait till the end of the video, I kind of summarize my thoughts about those changes. We do see a few pieces of wildlife, but and I don't really end up changing my plans too for where I'm going to hike at the end of the video. So I just wanted to throw that out there first. This video does deal with change. It's a good way to see, you know, watch as your mind, you know, adapts to those changes. So anyway, that's kind of what happens in this video, so enjoy watching. Alright, well, good morning to you all. It's a beautiful September morning. I think it's September 17th or something like that, so I have the day free. I got all my homework graded for the week yesterday, so I have today free. So that's one good thing about spending a day grading homework. Alright, well, I'm back in here in Lebanon County, Pennsylvania, in a place called Stony Valley, one of my favorite places to come to. And I'm back in the area where the village of Gold Mine was, an old coal mining village from back in like the 1850s. You kind of see some of the remnants of it back there behind me. So I'm going to do a hike today that I haven't done for a number of years. This used to be a hike that I did kind of every year, but I haven't recently just because I've been kind of going to other places, which is alright too. If you're familiar with my videos, where I am now should be kind of familiar, but I'm on like what's called a gold mine path that comes up from Gold Mine Road down below. So, and in a recent video, some recent videos, I hiked up Gold Mine Run, the creek that flows up this way, and I showed you the old railroad piers up there, and there's a section where there's an old stagecoach road. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hike that old stagecoach road all the way over the Roush Gap, which is another old coal mining village, and then I'm going to hike the old railroad bed back to this point here, what's often called the Summit Siding Railroad Bed, not the Stony Valley Rail Trail, not that railroad bed down the bottom of the valley, but the one higher up that's not as many people know about. So that's the plan. So we will see some history along the way, some railroad history, and hopefully we see some wildlife too. So it's a beautiful morning. It's supposed to be in the 70s all day. So anyway, I'm gonna quit yapping and we'll get up to my starting point and we'll get this hike going. So here's where our journey starts. This is the old stagecoach road. And in one of my more recent videos, we were right at this spot. This is where an old bridge went across the stream here. The old trail continues on that way, so we should be able to get across down here. Keep on going. Yeah, in later years they did a lot of strip mining up this way, so you can see remnants of that. Looks like some stacked stone in there. And there's, of course, piles of material out here. Right up there from them digging. One of these has the remnants of an old trapper's cabin. So actually I'm gonna go check things out up there. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is the spot. Of course, down there's the pit we were looking at earlier. Right down there's the trail, but there's all kinds of pieces of scrap metal here from the roof. And there's some old railroad ties. Here's some more old roofing material. Some stacked rock over there. Up further here, there's another railroad tie. Yeah, you can see some more stacked railroad ties over there. Some more sheet metal. So, just remnants of moss-covered wood. So, there was an old cabin back here at one point. So, this might have been a spot up here. This looks like a flat. Yeah, right here is probably where it was. Here's like a little flat area. I don't know if it shows up on camera so well. Yeah, right there's some more roofing material, I guess. So, yeah, right here would have been Oh yeah, because there's, you can kind of see the outline of the foundation sort of. It was these old railroad ties. Goes all the way over here. Alright. Peaceful little spot out here to have a cabin. Yeah, so right in there is where that cabin was. We're standing on top of like a waste pile for coal, except this coal looks pretty good. It came out of that pit down there. I always kind of wondered, because it looks like it's been dug out here, I kind of wonder if the people who had this cabin, if they were digging this coal out and using it to heat their cabin, because a lot of this stuff looks pretty good. It's nice, you know, it's nice shiny coal. You know, it's burnable. This is burnable coal. So, you know, if you had a cabin right next to this old pile of coal, you have free heat. So I'm kind of wondering if that's what was going on here. I could be wrong, but I'm going to guess. Why not take advantage of the free fuel that's out here? All right, let's keep going. And of course, if we find any cool mushrooms along the way, I'll be sure to point them out. I'm not quite sure what these are offhand. They look like young russulas, red-capped russulas maybe. Yeah, so sorry if you don't like mushrooms, but there's a monster one up there. It's actually a small one right there. I'm not sure what kind that is. There's actually one up in there too, but check out this big one. Wow. He looks pretty old. He's been around for a while. Whoops, yeah, he's just collapsed. It's got gills. It could be a, I'm not sure what kind that is offhand. Could be an old jack-o'-lantern mushroom. It has that orangish color to it, so those are poisonous. Alright, we'll let him go. Get on moving again. Yeah, the trail looks beautiful out here now, but there was a time when this whole area was logged over. You know, there would have been no trees really out here, not much of anything. And they would have done strip mining in this area as well for coal, so it would have been it's kind of a treeless wasteland. So it's good to see, you know, nature come back and to look like this again. So, beautiful day out here. So you hear that? Yeah, I hear nothing either. It's just quiet out here. There's a few insects, and I think there's some blue jays out that way over. They were over here earlier scolding me, I guess. I guess I'm not supposed to be out here, but other than that, it's just quiet. Super peaceful out here. I'm just kind of taking a break right now, just sitting here relaxing. There's actually a little campfire right here. Let me show that. Let me turn you around and show that to you. So I think someone camps out here sometimes. Someone's little campfire. There's a little place to put a tent. Of course, we're on state game lands, so technically you're not supposed to be camping here on state game lands, but some people get away with it anyway, so. All right, well, I'm gonna get up in a moment and start hiking again. It's one of those days where as you're hiking, you warm up and get kind of sweaty, but then as soon as you sit down and relax for a bit, you kind of cool off right away. So, yeah, so trail conditions have obviously changed. This is all fairly new. They kind of redid this old road, had stone down. I'm not really a fan of it. Of course, they have their reasons for it, I guess. Of course, they have orange and blue markings all over the trees here too, so I'm not sure what's going on. I think they might be doing one of their prescribed burns back here, or maybe some logging or whatever, but just takes away from the natural beauty. So anyway, I'm done complaining. Well, the trail's back to normal looking. We kind of left the stone part of it back there, but there's still trees that are just marked all different, you know, colors. There's some, you know, One's the red marks, blue marks. So I guess it all means something. I don't know if the red ones are going to keep, and the blue ones are the ones that are going to go. I don't know if they're going to come out here and do some whatever, cutting or burning, like I said. Oh, I said I wasn't going to complain anymore, but you know, I guess that, like I said, they have their reasons for doing it, but it has a feel of just graffiti all over the forest. You see all the different paint marks everywhere. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to try and just ignore it and move on. I've said it before in other videos, I just think we interfere too much in the woods. I think the woodlands can take care of themselves, and we should just let them do that instead of thinking that we have to manage them all the time. Anyway, moving on. Let's try and enjoy what's out here. Well, there are quite a few little frogs in this area here. I think I can see, oh, there's one just jumped there, but I think I can zoom in on one down here. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Alright. He sees me there. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure these trees with the red marks are trees that are going to get logged. These are all nice, large oak trees. So I think that's what the plan is for this forest. Yeah, because here's another nice sized oak tree with mark on it. So, yeah, all the nice large oak trees are going to get cut down probably sometime soon. I have mixed feelings about logging, but I wish they would just leave some of these areas alone. One of the classes I teach is environmental science, and logging isn't always a bad thing. If you do it properly and stuff, it can have certain benefits, but it's kind of sad to see one of your favorite areas, like this is Stony Valley in Lebanon County, sometimes referred to as St. Anthony's Wilderness. It's kind of sad to see one of your favorite areas to hike to get logged out. Just totally changes the landscape. Right now you have these tall, majestic oak trees, and they're all going to be gone soon. So if I'm honest, I don't really care for that, but nothing I can do about it. So anyway, let's move on. Yeah, and here's another tall, stately oak tree destined for the saw. It looks like they're practicing something called high grading. They're going to cut down all the trees that are of high value, mostly the oak trees. And they're leaving a few of them behind that act as seed trees, you know, to help reseed the area and repopulate it again. That's what it looks like they're doing. But to be honest, how I really feel about it, you know, I wish people would see the forest for its beauty. You know, you have all these tall, stately oak trees, making it beautiful out here. I wish that's what people would see, but all some people see is money. They see all these beautiful oak trees and they think, well, how much money can we get from them? I mean, maybe it's all right to cut some down, you know, like what we call selective harvesting, but they're kind of going through and cutting almost all of them down. So, you know, they'll grow back. You know, like I said, they'll leave some trees behind to reseed, but it's going to be another 100 years or more, 100, 200 years before someone can walk this trail again and enjoy all these beautiful oak trees. I know I sound like a tree hugger, but I don't know. Like I said before, I just wish we would leave the forest alone a little bit more. Alright, I should probably stop talking about this topic and move on. But this will probably be the last time I hike this trail, to be honest, because within a year it's going to look a whole lot different through here. So this road is going to be all graveled, and they'll have heavy machinery in here. It's gonna be all rutted and muddy, and all these beautiful trees way down. So anyway, all right, so I know I said I wasn't going to talk about the logging anymore, but I was just walking along here for a while, just thinking about it, you know. Like I said, it's not that all logging is bad. You know, like when people first moved to this country, they would, you know, get a piece of land. They'd obviously cut trees down where to make their home, you know, and they needed firewood. They'd clear land for pasture and stuff. But it wasn't really till logging became, you know, commercialized, where it became a money thing rather than a survival thing. Then all of a sudden, that's when they did all the clear cutting and just, you know, wreaked havoc on the environment and stuff. So it looks, you know, logging can be beneficial at times, I said, but like it looks like here they're doing something called high grading. We're just cutting down all the trees that have any value, it seems. But anyway, I mean, it is what it is. It just kind of makes me sad to see a place I loved hiking for so long, just to see, you know, all the trees gonna go. I don't know how much. Sometimes when they do this kind of logging, they also cut down all the trash trees too. Well, not trash trees, but the trees that are of lower value. I shouldn't call them trash trees, but that's what they're called in the lumber industry sometimes. So, all right. I know some of you will disagree with me on the whole logging thing, but that's okay. There's room to disagree in this world. I think just up here is the gas line that cuts through these forests. Yeah. That takes you to the top of Sharp Mountain, and that would take you down into the valley and then up to the top of Stony Mountain in the distance. This is a gas line. And the trail does continue off this way, the old stagecoach trail. Oh, it looks like someone's... Huh. Looks like they cleared it out a little bit, so you could drive back here. Yeah, so like right there is where they cleared, but here's the mark. The trail for the old markings for the trail are right here on this tree. So, but it looks like this meets up with what they're clearing out down there. So, definitely some changes out here. Yeah, this just hooks right into what they cleared out here. Yeah, this is all new. I mean, the trail has always been here, but they've brought machinery in here and cleared this out. It used to be just a foot trail. Alright, we're gonna play a game here called Find the Chipmunk. See if you can see him. Should be able to see his head sticking out of the side of the tree there. Right in the middle of the screen there. He's trying to sit as still as he can so I don't see him, but I see him. Yeah, at first it kind of bothered me that they cleared this trail out, but, you know, having remembered what it was like other times, I think the last several times I was here, it was severely overgrown. You know, it was almost hard to follow the trail at times, so it's kind of good that they kind of cleared this trail out. Because remember, this is like an old stagecoach road, so it's a lot easier to follow now than it was before. Before, it was just very overgrown with laurel bushes and rhododendrons and stuff, just kind of blocking the trail. I think part of my problem today is that I don't like change. You know, you come out here, I'm getting scolded by chipmunks. You hear little chirping noises, but I don't like change. You know, you like everything to remain the way it was when you were here last time, and you know, it's changing. So that's part of my problem, I guess, if I'm honest with myself. Don't like change. But change is inevitable. I'm gonna see if I can find another chipmunk. I hear him, like I said, chirping at me out here. Just off the trail here is one of the more interesting spots along this old stagecoach trail. It's this, like, a little pool of water. It's pretty empty right now, but in spring it gets pretty full. I've always wondered what this was, if it was natural or if it was dug. Was there like a natural spring? Like I said, this was an old stagecoach road, so I always imagine, you know, maybe it was dug out on purpose because there was water here. You know, this is a place where they watered their horses or things. Some nice rocks to sit on. But I don't know. Just has a really neat, kind of unnatural look to it. It's almost perfectly round. Bunch of stuff living in there too. I am curious to see what the trail looks like on ahead, because like I said in the past, this trail is very overgrown, and we're approaching what's called Roush Creek, which tends to flood in these mountain valleys and stuff. And this end of the trail, well, not this exact section, but further down, the end of the trail is just completely gone, completely washed out. So I'm curious to see what they connect this trail to, how it looks down here now, what they've done. So we shall see. We shall see together. Yeah, so down here is in the past the trail had washed out, but looks like they have it cleared, because there's a lot of coal waste down here. They did a lot of strip mining back here in the day, and we'll see some of that abandoned mine drainage water down here too. Yeah, look at this over here. Here's some of that orange water that you've seen in some of my other videos. A whole bunch of it just pouring out here. It's coming out from an old mine up there. It's not open, the mine, but it's still coming out. The water is. Yeah, it kind of just pours out of the ground up there. There used to be an old mine entrance there back in the day. Yeah, so that new trail they were forging, well, not a new trail, but you know, redoing the old trail. They kind of ended here, which I guess makes sense because it gets a little difficult beyond here. They'd have to actually put in some like bridges here, or culverts. There's all that mine water. And down here is Roush Creek. Actually, this is the lowest I've ever seen it in quite a while. Oops, I got my foot wet. There is a fossil up here, which I saw just quickly. Down here, piece of a fossilized tree there. That's cool. So, yeah, pretty low. But I think I'm gonna end this video here, I think. I know I still have to walk or hike back to where I started, but I think I'll do that in another video. I got a little distracted in this video, I think. With the changes that I saw, you know, even the change to this other end of the trail bothered me at first because it was different. You know, I saw, you know, somebody come through and cleared the trail out rather roughly, but you know, but it needed to be done because that trail, like I said, that trail was kind of disappearing. I know the logging kind of bothers me, but in the end, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's, you know, these forests have been logged for centuries, so. But I think what's bothering me the most, like I said, is change. You know, this is one of my trails I used to hike every year. You're kind of used to things just staying the way they are, and when change comes, we don't like it. That's the way it is with a lot of things. We don't like change. So I think that's what's bothering me the most, if I'm honest, is the changes. You know, the forest will grow back up there where the logging is. You know, that's the way it is. So, all right. Yeah. So, yeah. What am I trying to say here at the end? I don't know. So, you know, some changes are good and necessary even, but even those changes are hard to make. You know, if you need to make a change to your lifestyle or where you live or things like that happen. It can always be difficult, but sometimes it's necessary. Some changes don't really affect you at all, and some changes maybe shouldn't happen, but they do. And sometimes there's really nothing you can do about it. Like I said, I think what bothered me the most was that this was one of my favorite trails, and now it's changing. So, or it has changed, and it will change quite a bit in the future when they do that logging. So, oh well. Sometimes you just have to accept change. Like in this situation, I can't change what's changing. I just have to accept it. It is what it is. So, all right. This wasn't gonna be the point of this video. It was gonna be just a nice naturey history video, but I got off topic with the logging and stuff like that. We did see some frogs and chipmunks though. So anyway, I know some of you might disagree with some of the things I said in this video, but I was just kind of speaking my mind, sharing my thoughts. Anyway, I'm gonna make another video on my way back because I think I'm changing my plans a little bit here and which way I'm gonna hike back. So anyway, thanks for coming along with me on this little adventure of change. I'll see you around.